Carter Evans joins us now from Fort Myers, Florida. So, Carter, let's talk about the president's visit first. The president praised the recovery efforts, saying the power is, quote, rapidly being turned on. Is that the sense that you're getting in Fort Myers as well?
Well, you know, power is still out in a lot of places, but they have made significant progress. I'll tell you, wherever you go, you'll be hard-pressed not to see a power crew. They are everywhere. So they are making progress, but there is still a long way to go. Let's be clear about that. You used to be able to see Air Force One behind me. They've moved these fire trucks here from the airport on purpose. They provide a protection, a barrier of protection as the president boards his plane here. That's what the firefighters told me, so that's why you can't see Air Force One behind me right now. We do expect the president to arrive fairly soon back on Marine One and touch down here. As you said, he was in Naples earlier. He stopped by a mobile home park that was badly damaged there to a warm welcome, also where he handed out food. Florida's a special place, President Trump says. He is very well liked here. He says this is a place with very special people who are special to him. His base is here, and he says he plans to come back many times in the near future.
Carter, you've spent some time there now on the ground in the wake of this devastating hurricane. You were actually embedded with Coast Guard members that were helping people in the area. What is the president going to see on this visit when he takes to the air?
You know, when he took to the air, what he saw and what he's going to see on the way back as well is a lot of destruction. Mobile home communities obliterated. You look at some of the tree-lined streets with aluminum wrapped around the tree trunks wherever you go, aluminum siding and aluminum roofing off homes and mobile homes in that area. As you get further toward Marco Island, where the hurricane actually made landfall, you see a lot of destruction, homes, roofs ripped off, walls opened up, decks collapsed. You see boats in the front yards, in the backyards, because there was such a large storm surge there, although not as large as expected. So he did get a good look today and a good sense of the damage, although by far the worst damage is down in the Keys.
And what other issues are officials dealing with besides the damage? In your piece for CBS this morning, you had a really important story that a lot of Americans may not be that familiar with, but we are familiar with the orange juice that graces our breakfast tables.
Yes. So people may not know it, but, well, we know Florida grows oranges, but mainly Florida's oranges are used for orange juice. Florida provides oranges for about half the orange juice in the country. And the orange crop down here in South Florida was wiped out, completely wiped out. There are still some oranges on the trees. Most of them are on the ground. A lot of the trees are uprooted. They're going to take years to grow back. And even the oranges that still are left on the trees, the growers there tell me the trees were under so much stress during the hurricane that they don't expect that fruit to survive either. So it is going to be a very poor orange harvest this year in South Florida.
And finally, Carter, this visit comes amid some confusion over the DACA immigration program 9 days after the President of the United States sent the Attorney General to inform the American people that this order that was passed, originally implemented by President Obama, is going to be rescinded. The president is tweeting that nobody actually wants it to end. What did you make of the president's comments on that, especially those comments that he made on the tarmac? Will that distract from this visit?
I think it only did initially. We expected him to address the DACA issue because, of course, that is currently what everybody's talking about in Washington. So we expect those questions to be asked. But once he boarded Marine One, it was all about the damage here in Florida, shaking hands with people down in Naples and handing out some food.
All right. Carter Evans for us in Fort Myers, Florida. Carter, as always, my friend, thank you.
Sure.